Okay, question 12. Question 12 says all prime numbers are odd numbers. Explain why that statement is true. Well, prime numbers are numbers that only one and itself go into. Now it says that all prime numbers are odd numbers. Explain why that statement is wrong. So we know that prime numbers are numbers that only one and themselves go into. So the first few prime numbers are 2, because that only has 2 and 1 that go into it, so 1 in itself. 3, 5, 7, and so on. But what you notice is that first number 2, what kind of number is that? That's an even number. So 2 is even. So the statement is wrong. Now for part B it says if you know what 0.25 of a number is, explain how you can find the value of the number. So if you know what 0.25 is, well hopefully you know that 0.25 is the same as a quarter. So if I wanted to find the whole value of the number, then in order to get from quarter up to 1, so that would give me 100% the whole value, or even if I wanted to get from 0.25 up to 1, the method I'm going to use is I'm going to times that number by 4. So quarter times 4 gives me 1 whole. So if you know what a quarter of a number is, explain how you can find the value of the number. You could say I would multiply it by 4. Now the last bit, explain which of 3/5 or 65% is larger. So first of all, 65%. As a decimal, I know that if I divide 65% by 100, I get the decimal. So moving the digits 2 places to the right, I get 0.65. And if I wanted to change 3/5 into a decimal, the easiest thing is to make it out of 10 or 100. So how do I do that? Well, 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 2 is 6, and I know that 6 divided by 10 is going to be 0.6. Now what I'm going to do here is just put a 0 at the end to allow me to see more easily what the difference is between those two numbers. So I can see now that 65% is larger at 0.65 than 3/5, which is just 0.6. So my answer is that 65% is larger.